Two blondes walked into a building, and you'd think one of them would have seen it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. Today, let's talk about how the second Bad Batch team is destroying the meta. Huge shout out to my patrons, by the way. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support. I couldn't do this without you. And if you want to support this channel for free, folks, it would mean a lot to me if you just hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, comment. Let's mount the algorithm together in batches, if you will. Now, I did make another video about Bad Batch a while ago. It's a Faction Essentials video. It's going to be linked in the video description, and it's going to have some good information that I'm not going to necessarily get super deep into it. How to mod things, what Omicrons and Zetas you need on the team, how to beat Queen Amidala using the team. You guys can find all of that stuff in that video. I do recommend it. The video I'm making here does not invalidate it. It just kind of builds on top of it. And before we go further too, I do want to shout out Vertigo. He's a good player, and he's kind of helped advise me on how to get this team up and running and everything. So I want to make sure I give him some good credit because it's due to him. So anyways, let's get into it here. So let's see. First thing, I guess this is actually in the Faction Essentials video. I just want to kind of reiterate as far as the Zetas and Omicrons. I think you do kind of want the Omega Omicron for sure. If you want to do this in TW, you can use the Hunter one. And then you want a lot of the Zetas, but honestly, a lot of them, especially the Omega ones, are just not that necessary. You don't need Wreckers, Omegas necessarily. And yeah, yes, you guys can follow this. You can screenshot it, whatever. It's also in the. You can see I accidentally included First Order Type Pilot there right next to Batcher and the unnecessary Omicrons. Good deal, Xerath. All right. So let's look at the team real quick. Just the generalized modding. I'm gonna show you guys my alt modding because maybe it's a little bit more. I don't know, relatable to you, and it's not optimized either. So let's go to the game, shall we? Whoa, that is not the right button to push. Hold on. Whoa, we're in the game. The stream isn't starting soon. Instead, the game is here. So, all right, my whole team here is Relic 5. On the alt, and I've managed to pull off quite a few awesome things with this team. So as far as Omega goes, she doesn't necessarily want, like, she just wants to be speed controlled. Now, a lot of people will say she should be the slowest member of your team, and in fact, she should be 50 speed slower than Wrecker. I haven't done that yet, frankly. I mean, it would be nice. I think that's ideal, but I don't do that. So, I mean, you just want to give, most of the team just wants a lot of protection. For her, she just wants tons of protection. You want people to survive as much as you can. So, nothing too crazy with her. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Just keep her kind of fast, survivable. Not that fast. Like mine is way faster than she probably should be, frankly. I think you can make her a lot slower. It just felt like a pain to remod, so I didn't. Wrecker is gonna end up being the slowest, except for maybe Omega. Of course, Omega is, like I showed you guys previously, she's plus 50 speed. So the big thing about Wrecker is he wants a lot of protection. He also really cares a ton about lots of defense. You can see this is maybe the highest defense I've ever rolled on a secondary, 15.65%. If you can't see it, if you're watching on a phone or something, but it's like defense set mods, and I mean some good speed. The whole team kind of does want some decent speed, lots of protection, lots of armor. So for him at Relic 5, he's at what, almost 125k protection, 283 speed, and just as far as armor goes, 76.767. So woohoo, go Wrecker. Because he's going to take a ton of hits, as you guys will see. Like, you really, honestly, I don't think it would be an overreaction if you really loved this team to get him to Relic 9 or something crazy. Just you want him to survive as much as possible. You really, you don't prefer other people on the team taking hits. He wants to be the tank more than most tanks do. Hunter, you can see I don't even have full 6E mods on him. Just some speed, and he'll tend to be like your second fastest. On the at least speed wise, but you can see I just have a 10 speed circle there. I mean the other mods are all pretty decent, but I have him at 340. I don't know if you really need him quite that fast, but you can do it. Some potency is fine. Crosshair gains a lot of turn meter every time you gain the buff. The target practice buff that you get every time you hit the same target as the last time. So you don't really need him to be super fast, just lots of offense for him. And really, he's kind of your secret weapon in a lot of ways. Like, he's the guy who just destroys people. Like, he's the reason you can actually counter some of the stuff that you do, because he just he goes crazy. He's absolutely, so 283 is not that fast, but you do want him to do some good damage, crit damage, triangle with offense, secondary for sure, and then really importantly, you really want a speed, you want an accuracy arrow. You really need that really bad, because he starts off not being able to hit anything. Adding an additional 30% accuracy to him really helps unlock him as a character a lot faster. And then Batcher is going to end up being the fastest on your team in almost every person's build. That's what you end up wanting to go with, 348, because Batcher can put that marked on the team, and ignoring taunt, ignoring stealth. Batcher is really cool. So lots of speed, and I mean, if you can add some damage or whatever, that's great. You want to maximize speed. Now you can see, I mean, my speed mods aren't even like the very top of the line, but I mean, you do want Batcher to be the fastest. So 348. I mean, that's still pretty dang quick, I guess. Batcher's just quick though. And so, anyways, that's the team. Let's look at these counters though. Like I said, remember folks, if you want to kill Queen Amidala's team, go watch that the faction essentials. Essentially you just want to mark Kenobi early and kill him, just snipe him out, and then you basically win. That's like in a nutshell how it works. So let's actually look at the video here though. So we're going to show you how to beat Baylan. I'll show you two different versions of it. One using my main account and then one using my alt. And then I'm going to show you how to beat Traya, Darth Traya on defense, which a lot of people are putting on defense lately. This is all in GAC, though I think it does work in Territory Wars, though people don't just put Traya on defense in TW for the most part. You might see this Baylan team though. So let's see, how do we begin? So again, my main account, maybe the mods are a little bit better quality overall, but I think it's less optimized in terms of turn order and everything. And we're facing a pretty strong Baylan squad here. So the key here is to be real patient. You just have to wait till Crosshair is ready to kill people, and you want to build target practice. Remember, target practice you only get by on your character's turns. You target and hit your the same character that you hit last turn with your last character, and every time you get that boost for the target practice, you get what, like 10% of boosted offense. Hold on, let me look that up. All right, just real quick, this is on my alts account, of course, so I don't even have the old Omega leveled up at all, but target practice here, that's where you find the text for the buff, plus 5% crit chance and offense, and plus 10% crit damage per stack, which adds up to be quite a bit. I mean, if you get 10 stacks, 100% extra critical damage and 5% extra offense is really nice. So let's get back to the actual video here, and that that matter. This whole target practice thing matters a whole lot more in on this team than it did in the last team. So anyways, what we're gonna do here, folks, because Baylan has the most consistent taunt. Like a lot of times, you're going to place you're gonna be tempted to put Mark with Batcher on someone besides the tank because you want to ignore that taunt, right? The problem is sometimes that gets dispelled, and once that happens, you stop being able to hit the character that had marked, and it resets your target practice, which is not what you want. You want to just stack that target practice quite a bit, and eventually Crosshair is just going to gun through it anyways. And so a lot of times you're just going to benefit from being really patient, and that means hitting the tank because Mark gets dispelled super easily. I wish that it was a locked debuff on this team, but it's not, and so you're just gonna go. And so I mean, yeah, he starts by stunning everyone. We don't have any turn meter. They're just going like crazy. Remember, they have the Merrick Kron, so they're just going all the time. Wrecker, this is a Relic 8 team, by the way. This is on my this is on my main account. And so Wrecker actually gets captived, which is not the ideal thing. And so what Omega wants to do, so a lot of people want to use that second special, the third ability, and that gives your whole team turn meter. Sometimes that's wise, but what that does is it makes the strongest character, and that includes your tank, but one of those characters loses stealth and essentially becomes the tank. And right now Wrecker's not there. So a lot of times what you're gonna want to do is use that first special to heal Wrecker, but you can't really do that. So sometimes you just want to use a basic with her, frankly. I don't even remember what I do here. I was like, oh my gosh, they're doing so much damage here. I don't want anyone to, I want their damage to be even more evenly distributed. So we'll use Batcher, we'll put Mark on him for special, but that also dispels all the buffs. And so Hunter, you could either do the big hit already, which is crazy, or you could call the assist. This gets another stack. You see those 20 stacks of Crosshair. Crosshair is the character who's stealthed right above my face. He has those 20 stacks of debuffs. You need to get those down to like 10 before he has any chance to hit anything. And so this will subtract 1 from that total. Or we could try the big hit. I wasn't actually sure what to do. I didn't expect him to do that much damage, but called the mass assist. And okay, so then Crosshair goes and he targets himself for his shot, which gets more stacks of his debuff to go away. So now it's down to 13. So he's getting close to the point where he can actually get lucky and hit people. So we just have to survive for a while. This is why if you can, give them a lot of health and protection or defense, something like that. And we're just still hitting Baylan. Now, this whole time, of course, we're working on our on that the buff on target practice, but we still only have 3 stacks because we're not hitting Baylan too much. Like he's at foresight, and we're just really we're not doing too great getting it. And Crosshair is just not hitting him, but we need to build those stacks up. So we're at 5. We did get Wrecker back, and so he's already taking a lot of damage here. Hopefully he doesn't die. If Omega can go and heal him, that would be amazing. May as well just throw the thing at him. And okay, so Omega just wants to heal up Wrecker as much as she can, and so we're just being patient because you see that Crosshair just went and one-shot Baylan because, well, I don't think Baylan had his protection anyways, but Crosshair hits underneath protection anyways. Once he starts hitting, he starts deleting people. And now, I mean, that's like a Relic 9 Baylan just gone. Just peace out. Goodbye, Baylan. And now it's just fish in a barrel. Like, who do you want to kill next, basically? Usually you want to take out Shin just for fun, I guess. Old Wrecker's still not doing the very best. They're doing a lot of damage. I mean, Merrick has a really good Datacron. Now he has that damage immunity thing, so that's why you take out Shin first. But I mean, and now we don't want to lose our we don't want to lose our target practice. So So keep hitting the guy with damage immunity, even though it's not doing anything, just because we don't want to damage someone else and get rid of that. But essentially, I mean, it's over. Once you take out Baylan, if you can survive that long, then it works. You definitely get to win. So anyways, you can see, like, you take quite a beating at the very start, and then Crosshair just starts deleting people. So, and eventually you have to be able to hit Hondo, of course. He's got all that evasion and stuff. But anyway, 63 against a very, very strong Baylan team. Now, this is on my alt. You can see the Relic 5 on everyone. I only have one Zeta on Omega, as it should be. And you can see that this Baylan team is pretty strong. This is a very strong opponent. And so let's just do the exact same thing, though. Shall we? So Crosshair is going to go, and he targets himself. And because they stunned all of our friends and everything, now let's just heal Wrecker here. He is captived right now, it looks like. But that's from, remember, that's actually from Hondo putting captive on him, not from his, not from the Bad Batch mechanics captivating him. So anyways, just dispel with Batcher once again, and you can see how Baylan almost died from the Crosshair shot, but underneath protection. So they did actually kill Wrecker. Well, they killed him the first time, but now we're mostly good, because Crosshair can just target, he can just one-shot people, whoever he wants, and we're just trying to survive. Now the Bad Batch team is pretty thick, actually, so that is helpful. Take out Merrick here. I don't remember if I think they do have the Merrick Cron here, but one way or another, I mean, once Baylan goes away, then it's pretty easy. Apparently we just killed Dengar casually. It's fine. And yeah, so now let's use my alt account once again to kill, like, this Relic 8. Some of them are Relic 9. It looks like Traya squad. So this is this gets pretty sketch, yeah. But they don't have, like, the very best Datacron, which I mean, we have a decent one. It has some good defense on it, and you know, it's the thick cron, so they're getting a lot of stats and stuff. But yeah, so you can see Wrecker is just taking hits. He got isolated. That's actually, it's really good. You want to be isolated. Now we're just hitting Sauvage, and it feels so stupid and counterproductive until at some point. And I've done this twice. I think this is the second time I've tried this. This is just the way stronger team, so I thought I'd show you guys this version of it, or this instance of it. Well, you just need Crosshair to get his stat, like, start being able to hit, and then this Relic 9 Sauvage just gets one shot under his protection, because he has all that bonus protection, but it just doesn't really do anything. And then in this case, I should have used Batcher to target what's her name in the back, the Talon, but I didn't. And you can see Nihilus is actually just ready to annihilate someone. That's not the end of the world, because he'd hit Wrecker and he would get captived. He wouldn't even kill him, but we do want to take care of him. And now, of course, it's just Talon, but you can see it's fairly decisive. Like, this is a really strong counter to the team, just because Crosshair starts going crazy. It's a lot of fun to use, guys. Obviously, Relic Delta is going to make it an interesting prospect to continue with, but I think that's what we're going to end it on, folks. I hope this was helpful. Go check out that Bad Batch Faction Essentials for more, of course. Thank you so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zereth prevails. Take care, folks.